I can't help the students in front of me learn if I don't recognise the heart of where my students come from. And that step has to be taken before I can surround them with the learning for my subject that they need.
One of the parts of Tapasā is about I've got to know myself and what my limitations are or who I am before I can truly understand who I'm teaching or who I'm working with or the community that I'm in. For me, that's that learning, that I call that reciprocal relationship.
We've got pedagogy work streams happening, one of which is particularly focused around exploring how we teach effectively with our learners to enhance their learning based around their cultures, their selves, their interests, where they come from, to grow them as more independent learners. Tapasā is a really useful resource to take into those pedagogy work streams and be part of our discussions.
The first few years of my time teaching here, I tried to stand up the front and guide them towards where they should be going. And I found that students went quiet, despite knowing the answers, and I couldn't understand why students with huge capability were sitting quiet. And it's because they believed I had the answers.
We were discussing this in a pedagogy learning group. So my teachers were talking about the need to have students talk first among themselves so that when they spoke, there is a we thought, we discussed, that group ownership of the thinking and the learning.
One of my colleagues mentioned that concept of staying humble, that actually speaking out and taking the glory yourself is seen as a negative trait. And the way in which I was trying to teach the class was bringing this negative trait out, that in order to answer the question you were having to be a show-off. But in a group, the team gets the glory. That's really powerful. It's not about the individual, it's about the group. I don't want to be the font of all knowledge, and me being the font of all knowledge shuts down student voice, and I don't want students copying down my ideas, my knowledge. I want them to be affirmed that the knowledge they have is valuable and worth expressing. My role is to question and to give them the faith in themselves that they've got an answer that is worthy of bringing forward.